The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Tyesse Report Live. And we are all the way live today with so many breaking news stories. I don't even know where to begin, but I am sad to report that legendary LGBTQ actor Leslie Jordan has died at the age of 67. Now, TMZ is reporting that he had a medical emergency of some sorts and crashed into the side of a building over in the West LA area, Beverly Hills, Santa Monica, somewhere. So we're going to be following this story. It is just a tragic end to a person that was full of so much love and light. You may know him from Will and Grace, American Horror Story. During COVID-19, he became a light of hope for so many people. Because listen, COVID-19 was really causing a lot of anxiety and depression. Ask me how I know, for a lot of people. And he brought a lot of people out of the darkness and the doom and gloom of COVID-19. So, Lord, I don't even know this man, because I was watching him on Tamron Hall, and I was just watching. That was the first time I ever saw a full in-depth interview of him. He was on Tamron Hall, and I just admired him because, you know, he was LGBTQ, but he was one of those people that his light and who he was superseded all the LGBTQdom. He was just a great human being, you guys. And I didn't watch Will and Grace, so I didn't know him from Will and Grace. I know him mainly from he did cameos and everything. So I knew him from cameos and, of course, American Horror Story. But he was just a great human being and a template for how to live your life, bringing joy to others. So when people, and I'm not trying to, take away from his moment or anything, but when people tell me, Tyesse, you are a bright spot to my day, or when people tell me I have brought them out of dark places, I totally understand, because that's what Leslie Jordan did for a lot of people. He had the gift to just cheer people up, and make you feel better. So, Godspeed to Leslie Jordan. We're praying for his family, his friends, his colleagues, and all of his fans on today. I just don't know, y'all. Is that sometimes I know life is filled with swift transitions, y'all, but this one right here was like, whoo, man, I wasn't expecting that, an hour before I came on the air. I just wasn't expecting to deal with all that today, and he was so funny, And can I add one more thing, you guys? And it's just the God's truth. Leslie Jordan did not use his sexuality or his LGBTQ as a crutch or as a prop, if you know what I mean. And that's why I tell a lot of people, you're talented. You just happen to be gay. So he never used that. He didn't mind telling his story and how but he didn't use it as a prop or a crutch. Some people are just talented and they happen to be same gender loving. So that's what I admire about him. And goes to show people, you have to just let people know, listen, I am here, see me soar and roar. Okay. Whoo, yeah, I did too, Michelle. And let me just, give some hellos to everybody. Gordon 38, Delanda. So many of you that tuned in on your lunch break, or you may be tuning in as you make your way home, the last hour of the day over there at the office. So thank you for tuning in to the Tyesse Report, powered by Pyro Media. Nappy J and my blessings on the way. Simmons, Michelle Holly, Chenille, everybody, True Seeker, my number one mod. Thank y'all for tuning in today. But listen, we got a big docket. So let's rock and roll. We have two stories that are trending. Of course, we have Kanye news that everybody is so sick of, but we have to give the news because it is a part of the lexicon and the paradigms and the paradoxes and stuff. Okay, so Rishi Sunak has just been elected Prime Minister of the UK, and he is a man of color. So listen, honey, the Queen died, and things are changing. But listen, y'all, I think this is the third Prime Minister they done had, y'all. The one just lasted about 45 days. She didn't even last so long, Sister Truss. So I don't know, y'all. We're gonna let's see how long he lasts, okay? But he is the first man of color to be a head of the Conservative Party, and he is the Prime Minister of England or the UK. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on him, y'all, and see how well he does. Okay, I know y'all sick of it, but let's do our Kanye update, honey. Let's do our Kanye update. Okay. CAA, the premier agency for representation, CAA, Creative Arts Agency, y'all, CAA, where I want to be represented and everybody in Hollywood wants to be represented, right? Okay, so they have dropped him from their client list. CAA, the premier creative arts agency, represents so many Hollywood actors. They have decided to say, you know what, take care. MRL Studio has shelved the documentary. It was already in the can. It was already completed. And they say that documentary will not see the light of day on Kanye. And they told him, go with God. One more time, MRL Studios have shelved a completed documentary that they spent their good money on. But yeah, I love you, Elder Tyesse. I am saying, oh, I love you too. He did, and I was thinking of that when things started happening. Denise M. Thank y'all for sharing. Continue to share. We're growing our family. Yes, subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. Listen, y'all. I don't know what else to say, honey. I don't know what else to say, but when you have neo-Nazis and white supremacists hanging over the 405 freeway during rush hour, talking about, you've done a lot. You've done a lot, baby. And people are going to start. The big one everybody is waiting on is Adidas. Adidas is what everybody is waiting on. Did I say Adidas? Adidas is, but Adidas, that's a lot of money. They don't want to let that money go, y'all. I think Adidas is trying to wait this thing out, y'all. The fleas this dog carries. Wow. What an analogy. So we'll see what happens with that, y'all. Okay. One more trending item out of Lubbock, Texas, you guys. Okay, what is going on with my sinuses? I come online with no problems, but now all of a sudden my nose want to stop up. Got it. Okay. It's a disturbing trending story out of Lubbock, Texas, everybody. And that is Capital Pizza in Lubbock, Texas, is offering a Dahmer special. The pizza consists of eyeballs, fingers, blood, and guts. And they say it's just humor. What's the big deal? Get over it. But see, these are black people that were killed, black and brown bodies. So, What's the big deal? It's just a pizza with eyeballs, fingers, bloods, and guts as toppings. You couldn't tell me that they would do something about, do something around the Jewish community or even the Asian community. They wouldn't do it. They would never. They would never do anything like that. Lubbock, Texas, Capital Pizza, the Dahmer special. You can go in and ask for it, and they say it'll be over the day after Halloween. It's a Halloween special. Whew, Val, sis, when every time I say that, I think of you, Val. This world is going crazy to hell in a handbasket. And they make the eyeballs out of meatballs and the fingers out of anchovies and stuff. Who sits up and thinks of something like that, Ty Squad? Who are they right mind would make a pizza like that? And then make, the guts out of tomato sauce and it's too much. Woo, okay. All right. Well, let's get to our lead story. Our lead story of the day is there was another mass shooting today at a school, this time in St. Louis. Okay, so I don't even think the news, they broke to the story for a minute and went right back to, the midterms. That's how normalized. I knew we would get here, y'all. They literally broke away and covered the story for a minute and went right back to the midterms. So the update is 3 students have been killed, and I believe the gunman, the student that was shooting, he's been killed too. So we don't know if that's 4 or we don't know if that's 3 plus 1, but because it's a developing story over there in St. Louis. One girl says she came eye to eye with the shooter, and he was getting ready to blow her away, and his gun jammed, and she was able to take off running. So this is what kids have to deal with. It's no longer writing, arithmetic, and all that stuff, y'all. Will I be able to get away when the gun jams? That's what we're dealing with, Ty Squad. Oh, Jesus. Well, we need to really have a serious conversation in America about gun violence. And remember, y'all, this is St. Louis, and St. Louis is that's a black city, a predominantly black city. So the trauma that's already inflicted from your day-to-day life, being black in St. Louis, being black in America, then you got to deal with all this at the schoolhouse. So it's compounded trauma when it comes to black and brown bodies and indigenous bodies, y'all. Okay? It was 3, including the shooter. Okay, thank you for the update. Mother's ashamed we have all our doors locked with a camera at the door to see who's at the door. It's crazy. You should have to. I don't remember this when I was a child. I don't remember none of this when I was in elementary school. It just wasn't like this, y'all. Whew. Okay, let me move the hell on, because this docket is a little heavy. Is it too early to drink a glass of Merlot? Okay. Okay, so we have two cases of state-sanctioned police violence against 2 men of color, and one is in Indianapolis. You may have seen it on Twitter, where the Indianapolis police officer, he's a sergeant, he's now been indicted, and he literally stomped the man's head into the ground like a potato or a basketball. So we are covering that story. He's been indicted. And here in Los Angeles, a security guard that was working at a hookah lounge, I always say that wrong, hookah. Now, okay, hookah. He was working at a hookah lounge, and he may lose his eye because his head was slammed into the ground by the sheriff's department. And of course, Sheriff Villanueva, in a rare form, perfect form, comes out and says, where the guy that was a security guard, he was a felon with a gun. And what about his eye? He already had an eye injury and now maybe losing his eye. What about his eye, Sheriff? So he's represented by Ben Crump. Ben Crump is on the scene. Well, I was trying to figure out, how does Ben Crump handle all these cases? He must have like law offices in every city, and he must have a team of people Because Brian Crump can't go to court for all these people, y'all. I just don't see it. Wait a minute, let me turn this off. Is this on do not disturb? Because mother's getting inboxes. Y'all inboxing me, honey, like, okay. So I'm just trying to figure out how does Ben handle all these cases, Ty Squad? Okay. Yes. Kwame, you're best. So those cases we're following police violence against Black men. I want to go, let's do entertainment news and let's cover this really briefly. I don't have anything really to add because, I'll leave mama out and this ain't that type of show. But I just want to say about Sister Madonna. Madonna, girl, you got too much time on your hands. You're worth $600 million, mama. Why don't you go somewhere and sit down somewhere? Lay down, get you some good rest. Tina Turner not around here telling people, I paved the way for you. Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight. Grace Jones, who's the real trendsetter before you. She run around here telling people, I opened the door for I paved the way for Madonna. And she was a Black woman, Grace Jones, at a time where they were all kinds of things going on. Racism in the industry. People saying, was she a man and she a woman? Misgendering her. Madonna, girl, it seems like you are searching for relevancy when you should be finding things to do with your money because these are your golden, your twilight years. You should be retiring in style. Tina Turner is over there in the French Riviera or wherever she had the Mediterranean, living her best life. That's what you should be doing. Find something philanthropic to do with your time. We're sick of all of this with you with these sex books and sex toys and dildos, girl. Go sit down. Oh my God. You know what? I'll save this for tonight. Okay, Tyesse, I'll be back tonight. Okay. Let's go to sports news, everybody. Let's go to sports news because mother getting ready to go, real left field, and I'll save my energy for tonight. The Phillies and the Astros are going to the World Series, y'all. So all of y'all in LA, all of my LA fans and people, Dodger fans, honey, it's not gonna happen, baby. Okay. So the Phillies and the Astros are going to the World Series, and that's just the end of it. And they'll do it again. So I don't know who's going to win. I don't follow baseball. That's one sport I really don't follow. But they say the Phillies have really, 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 really been knocking it out the park. No pun intended. Okay. Madonna looks thirsty. Very much so, nephew. Very much so. Hey, 2 chefs in the pan. Hey, the number 3. Okay. So we're going to be looking forward to the World Series, y'all. We'll see who the winner is. Will it be Houston or will it be the okay, now are the Phillies from Philadelphia? Yeah, they got to be from Philadelphia. Okay, Philadelphia. Okay. Whew. Okay, so I want to go to health news, y'all. Health news. And, one of my favorite singers, her name is Carly Simon. And she lost her sisters one day apart. She lost her sister, Joanna, Wednesday to thyroid cancer, right? And she lost her sister, Lucy, Thursday to breast cancer. And I just want to tell everybody, because we're dealing with so much in the health news, and so many people, Black men are dying at 44, 45, 46. Women are dying from all of these preventable and treatable cancers. We must be more vigilant about our health, you guys. So, Carly Simon, I can't imagine what you're going through, sis, but your fans are here for you. Brothers, Black men. We're leaving here 44 and 45, 46, heart attacks, strokes, diabetes, colon cancer. And a lot of this is, due to lack of, adequate medical screening and care. But a lot of this, you guys, is that we just don't take care of ourselves. We really don't go to appointments and we don't check on things, and the way we should. And we neglect our bodies because of work. Everybody want to get, I got to go to work. You won't be going to work, honey, when you check out of here. Okay? So Black men, women, please, everybody, just everybody, check on yourself and make sure that you are, uh, healthy, and make sure that you go to your appointments and stuff. Whew, I can't imagine losing my sisters a day apart, or anybody a day apart in my family. We're praying for the great, 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 great um, Carly Simon. Okay, You Belong to Me is one of my favorites too, y'all. Okay, yeah, that did happen to Patty LaBelle. She lost all three of her sisters and her mother. All in sequence. So yeah, be proactive about your health. Very important, you guys. Very, very important. So my sister Sharon hit me up this morning. Sharon, she's like, um, is your Amazon wish list up yet? Because I need to start, putting stuff aside because I want to get you something for Christmas. Um, and I did an Amazon wish list last year, y'all. I do have a list up, and I'm going to share it to everybody. Okay, so I'm going to share it to everybody. Listen, let me add a few things to it. Things have changed since last Christmas. I got some stuff up on the Amazon wish list, you guys, and I'll add some more things to it. Everybody always wants to know, what can I get mother for Christmas? What can I get my favorite blogger for Christmas? All of the stuff will be there. But if nothing else fails, just the Tyesse support a donation. Okay. But all that stuff will be up. It's October, y'all. I'm trying to pull it together for the Amazon wish list. But it's October, and I'm gonna try to get it up and get everything in the next day or so. Okay. So for the early people that like to do everything early. Okay. My mammogram is tomorrow. Great, Ty Libra. Let us know how everything goes. Okay. It is time for your favorite segment, Word for the Day. Word of the Day. Word of the Day. Okay. I had something else planned, you guys. I was going to talk about relationships and get up out of these toxic marriages and stuff, but I scrapped that, ran a line through it. And Leslie Jordan's death, has changed the whole word of the day today, you guys. And we have to, and I've delivered this before, this message, and I've talked about this before, but we got to get busy, you guys, living and, excavating our dreams and stuff. Because people are dying at a rate where people are literally here today and gone tomorrow. So for all of the Tie Squad members that are sitting on screenplays, songs, treatments, business proposals, blueprints, we got to clean all that up, because the opportunity is not going to present itself. Like it doesn't come to your door and knock on your door. I don't know if that's what a lot of y'all waiting on. The opportunity doesn't present itself like that. It don't. A lot of people, have a dream, they have vision, and sometimes they lack one or the other. But one thing you got to be is motivated. If your dream has died, some of y'all tell me, well, Tyesse, I need a muse. I need some motivation. I can only do so much here at the Tyesse Report. You must be self-motivated. Dreams die. Dreams die daily. Let that be the word of the day. Dreams die daily, y'all. Because you're sitting around and you haven't told nobody, but you really have given up on your dream. Leslie Jordan has so many things still left in him, but he left so much behind. That's what you want to do. If you should leave here prematurely or too early, you want to leave a legacy like Leslie Jordan's. The young man Zuri Craig that passed away, the Tyler Perry collaborator Zuri Craig, had a whole production set for next month, I believe. Soul Food, a play, a musical. And that has been, he has so many plans and dreams. We don't know when God is going to call us home. You just don't have no idea. But when I say dreams die daily, I don't want that to be like discouraging or melancholy. But I'm just letting y'all know You don't want all of your, all of your dreams and aspirations to go on to the other side with you, And when I say dreams die daily, there are a lot of people out there in the graveyard with all of their dreams, y'all. They die daily. So you want to leave something behind where people can look back and say, oh yeah, she did that or he did that. You don't want to leave it unfulfilled, everybody, because we have been told what's on the other side. We don't really have it in concrete. We don't know what the other side consists of. It may be another, consciousness, or it may be a whole nother world that we're getting ready to go into. But you don't want to leave this world unfulfilled peace. What would you like? You want mother to come over there and give you word for the days every morning to get you motivated, to write your screenplay, to write your book, your memoir? I have a lot on my plate, honey. I'm running the Tyesse support. I got my personal life, family. There's only so much mother can do to motivate you down. I won't die with no regrets. Go to your grave empty. What happened to Zurich? I'm going to be talking about that tonight, you guys. I'm going to be talking about that tonight on a special Keep the Fire Burning. Because I was on Larry Reed's program last night, watching his program rather, and everybody was in the comments, and I'm not directing this towards Mary Jackson, but everybody was in the comments. A lot of people were talking about, well, how did he die? How did he die? And I'm not directing it to Mary Jackson, but I'm going to address that tonight, y'all. Can we get down to the bottom of, people asking, how did someone die? Can we get down to the bottom of that tonight, y'all? Will you meet me here at 6 o'clock, West Coast, 9 p.m. Eastern? Will you meet me? Okay. We can't hear you. Okay. Anybody else? Is that my sound? Kwame didn't say the sound is muffled. Anybody else sound? Anybody else audio is malfunctioning? I don't know. I don't see anything. Let me check and see some, y'all. Let me see. Okay, it doesn't really matter because your sound is right. Oh, okay. Loud and clear, auntie. Okay, I can hear you. Some people may be having some audio issues. I don't know. But we hear you. Okay, well, whatever the case. Whatever the case, I love you, but I definitely want y'all to meet me back here. Because tonight we're going to be I think tonight we need to do some service. That's that Boost Mobile. Tonight, I just want to be in rare form tonight, y'all. I want to be in rare form. And I hope you meet me back here. Maybe 6 o'clock, 6:30, somewhere there tonight, y'all. Meet me back here. Turn your hearing aids up. Oh wow, y'all are vicious. Not Boost Mobile, not Cricket. Ty Squad, they just playing with y'all, okay? Listen, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I can't do this. Why don't I do this? Because we need to talk about Leslie Jordan a little more. Let's conclude this live, you guys. And then we're going to go live in about 5 minutes, and we'll talk about Leslie Jordan. And then we'll come back tonight as well for Keep the Fire Burning. Is that okay? So let's continue the conversation. Thank Pyro Media for facilitating us here. And then we'll come on in about 3 or 4, 5 minutes, and then we'll finish talking about our brother Leslie Jordan and dreams dying daily. Okay? Can we do that? Sound like a plan? All right. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into the Tyesse Report Live. I enjoyed y'all on this afternoon. I will see you in, how did Chuck Ruder used to say, 2 and 3 and 4 and 4? I'll see you in a few. Bye, y'all. Remember, stay in peace, not in pieces. I'll see you in about 4 minutes.